Hi everyone and welcome to Family Story Time. Today is Tuesday, December 1st and the theme is hibernating bears. So before we get started reading, let's get your shakers out and do shake my sillies out.
Gotta shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. I gotta clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out and wiggle my waggles away. I gotta jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out and wiggle my waggles away. I gotta yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out and wiggle my waggles away. I gotta shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. And wiggle my waggles away.
Good job everyone, that was really fun. Okay, so now let's get started reading. The first book that we are going to read is called Sleep Tight, Little Bear. And it's written by Britta Teckentrup and published by North South Books. It was late autumn, the days had grown short, and most of the leaves had fallen from the trees. Soon the whole forest would be covered with snow. Winter was on its way. Today was to be a great day. Little Bear and Mommy Bear had worked hard, getting their cave ready for their winter sleep. Little Bear was roaming around in the brightly colored autumn leaves. He was very excited. "Mommy, is it true that it'll soon be dark and cold and stormy?" he asked. "Yes, Little Bear, it'll be very dark and very cold and very stormy. And when we wake up in the spring, then it'll be warm again, and the sun will be shining. Come along, we must say good night to our friends." First, they went to Badger's burrow. "Hello, Badger," said Little Bear excitedly. Tonight we begin our winter sleep." "Oh yes, it's starting to get cold," answered Badger. "I'll be going to bed soon myself. Sleep tight and sweet dreams." "Sleep tight, Badger," cried Little Bear. Then they met Mommy Fox and her cubs. "Sleep tight, my friend," said Mommy Fox. "We'll meet again in the spring." Each of the fox cubs gave Little Bear a good night kiss. Oh, how sweet. "I must hop into my burrow," cried Rabbit. "Sleep tight, Little Bear." They met more friends. "Good night, dear." "Sweet dreams, darling," Dear replied. "Good night, good night. Good night. Don't let the bedbugs bite," giggled the mice, running into their holes. "Good night, Squirrel. Here's a nut for you from my winter store as a bedtime treat." "Good night, Owl," cried Little Bear, although he knew that Owl was grumpy. "Tut, ho!" said Owl, "you sleepy heads, lying on your bearskin, while we owls have to stay awake all night keeping the forest in order." Then she turned her head all the way around. Now old Gray Wolf also came and stood before them. "Good night, my dear Little Bear," said Wolf in his deep voice. "I'll make sure that you are safe and well while you are sleeping." Finally, Little Bear and Mommy Bear sat at the top of the hill and snuggled up nice and close to watch the sun go down. Soon the shadows grew longer. The darkness fell and the smell of snow was in the air. The wind blew so cold that Little Bear shivered. Then Mommy Bear knew the time had come. "Time for bed, Little Bear." Inside the cave, it was warm and cozy. Little Bear yawned and curled up on the soft leaves. "Mommy, will you stay with me forever?" said Mommy Bear. "Mommy," whispered Little Bear, "will you give me one more hug?" Mommy Bear gave Little Bear the sort of hug only a mommy bear can give. "Mommy, will you give me one more kiss?" Mommy Bear bent down and gave Little Bear a very gentle kiss. Mommy, but Little Bear couldn't finish his sentence because he had already fallen asleep. Mommy Bear couldn't help smiling. "I love you," she whispered in the little bear's ear. She curled up right beside him. "Sleep tight, Little Bear." She could hear him breathing softly in and out, and then she fell asleep herself. How cozy. Both of them dreamed of the warm sun that would be waiting for them in the spring. Aw, what a beautiful story. That was so nice. I think I'd like to sleep through the winter, especially when it doesn't snow as much as I want it to. Alright, so now that we read our first book, let's do an action rhyme, and it is called Hibernation. So I'll go over the movements and then the first time and the words, and then we'll do it again a second time all together. So it goes like this. Winter is cold, so you hug yourself and shiver. There is snow in the sky. The squirrels gather nuts, and the wild geese fly and flap your arms like their wings. The fluffy red fox has his fur to keep him warm, and the bears in her cave form a cave with your arms, sleeping all through the storm. And then pretend that you're sleeping. Alright, let's do it together. Winter is cold. There is snow in the sky. Squirrels gather your nuts. And the wild geese fly. The fluffy red fox has his fur to keep him warm. And bears in her cave, sleeping all through the storm. Aw, that was great, guys. You did a great job. What a good rhyme. Now, let's read another book, and this one is called Sleep, Big Bear, Sleep. And it was written by Maureen Wright and illustrated by Hillenbrand. And it was published by Marshal, Cavendish. Old Man Winter from a storm cloud spied his big bear friend in the countryside. He leaned to the earth and softly sighed, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as twilight fell, "Drive a jeep, Big Bear, drive a jeep." That's funny. So Big Bear yawned as he drove around in a jeep on a road just south of town. That's so silly. But after a while he stopped in a park, and Old Man whispered as it grew dark, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as dry leaves fell, "Sweep, Big Bear, sweep." So Big Bear went to a house down the street and swept each room nice and neat. There he is. But after a while he yawned again, and Old Man Winter warned his friend, Sleep, Big Bear, sleep. But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as shadows fell. Leap, Big Bear, leap. So Big Bear found a frog he knew and played leapfrog while the cold wind blew, till once he fell to the till at once he fell to the ground. The wind through the trees was the only sound, and Old Man Winter said with a frown, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." There's Old Man Winter up there. But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as darkness fell. Dive deep, Big Bear, dive deep. So Big Bear padded to a clear blue lake, finding it hard to stay awake. Ooh, gotta flip it. He dove deep and swam to the shore. He had never been so very tired before. He's pretty deep there in that lake. His head dropped down and he let out a snore, and Old Man Winter said once more, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as snowflakes fell. Climb a mountain steep, Big Bear, steep. Uh-oh. So Big Bear trudged to the mountaintop, where the cold wind blew and the temperature dropped. He sat on a stump on the highest spot and wished for a blanket and a folded up cot. Then he stumbled back down with his eyes half shut. So tired he didn't know which end was up. Old Man yelled while he's shaking his head. "Hey there, Bear, did you hear what I said? It's winter time. Now go to bed." I think he heard him that time. Big Bear's eyes were droopy and red. "You could have told me before," he said. He lumbered nearby to his cozy den, rubbed his eyes, and yawned again. He put on his PJs and blew out the light, and fluffing his pillow, he said, "Good night." And that's the end. He finally went to sleep after all of that struggling. I really think that Old Man Winter just should have yelled it the first time, don't you think? All right, so now let's sing a little song with some finger motions. It's called Two Little Black Bears, and I'll sing all the lyrics first and show you the actions, and then we'll do it again all together a second time. All right, it goes like this. Two little black bears sitting on a hill, one named Jack and the other named Jill. Run away, Jack, run away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Two little black bears digging in the snow, one named Fast, the other named Slow. Run away fast, run away slow. Come back fast, come back slow. Two little black bears sitting, feeling very proud, one named Quiet, the other named Loud. Run away, Quiet, run away, Loud. Come back, Loud. Okay, so as you can see that when the lyrics are fast or slow, you make the bear run fast or slow depending on the lyric, and if it's loud or quiet, you shout or whisper. So let's do it all together. Two little black bears sitting on a hill, one named Jack, the other named Jill. Run away, Jack, run away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Two little black bears digging in the snow, one named Fast, the other named Slow. Run away fast, run away slow. Come back fast, come back slow. Two little black bears feeling very proud, one named Quiet, the other named Loud. Run away quiet, run away loud. Come back quiet, come back loud. Good job, guys, you did a great job. I love that rhyme. Alright, so now it's time for our last book, and this one also is about hibernating bears, and it is called Hibernation Station. And it was written by Meadows and illustrated by Cyrus, and it was published by Simon and Schuster. Fuzzy slippers, warm pajamas, forest babies, and bear mamas. Show up early at the station. Time for winter hibernation. Bats and chipmunks in the middle, bears and mice from big to little. Groundhogs, turtles, snakes, and frogs slipping into holes and logs. Fluff the pillows, snuggle in, but then commotion in a den. I cannot sleep, a black bear roars. My roommate rolls around and snores. Uh-oh. That's no good. A groundhog cries, "This hole's too tight. It's dark in here. I need more light." Then, uh-oh, trouble near the stream. Uh-oh, they're being taken away by a train. Or they're on the train. The hedgehog babies start to scream. Just when the beds begin to sink, two chipmunks cry, "We spilled a drink." My oh my. And while you're up, we need more snacks and bring more pillows for our backs. Just then a frog begins to moan, "I'm scared to be down here alone." The bears in charge in railroad caps review the hibernation maps. Come on, Black Bear, bring your shoes. Here's a quiet place to snooze. Come on, hedgehogs, warm and dry. Let's huddle for a lullaby. Come on, chipmunk, sip, 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 nibble, nibble, drip, drip, drip. Blankets, pillows, extra snug. Come on, frog, you need a hug. Climb on the top and join the heat. Soon everyone is fast asleep. Wow, how cozy. And that's the end. I don't know if I could fall asleep on a train like that with a bunch of other animals. What do you guys think? I don't know. But thank you all for reading with me today. Those were 3 great books about hibernation. So that means it's time to say goodbye. Everyone knows the goodbye song. It is to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it goes like this. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye everyone. Thanks for reading with me.